Hey there, we are Wally and Jill and Bueller, and we are Fox Party of 3. Today we headed out for Clayton Lake State Park in New Mexico and the Dinosaur Tracks, driving across the northwestern corner of Texas where it's very flat, very wide open spaces, and not much to look at. Google Maps did us a real nice solid of driving us through these long dirt roads that were bumpy. And we were driving through fields. We had no idea where we were. We had no service, so couldn't figure out what the map was trying to get us to do. But finally we arrived at Clayton Lake State Park and saw the lake, and we're quite happy to be there. Bueller was happy to be there until he realized there were flies that bothered him. He was not happy about that. Poor Bueller. We had a storm roll through that night that provided a little bit of rain and a really nice light show. And it also cooled things off quite a bit. We woke up early the next morning to see a beautiful sunrise. And then I took off to go see the Dinosaur Tracks. Hey guys, while Wally is breaking down camp this morning, I have ridden Clarissa out here to the end of this levee. This was built as a dam, and they formed the lake that is over there. And after excavation and some flooding in 1920s, I think 21, these dinosaur tracks were revealed, and so this area was set up as an exhibit and preserved. So basically what you're seeing here, all these depressions are dinosaur tracks. I'll try to point out some things. So this one right here, you can see some toes, and they continue on. So there are carnivores and herbivore tracks out here. And this was a trailway for them to migrate. In the center of the country, up through the Gulf of Mexico, all the way up to the Arctic, was an ocean, they say. And so on this side, the western side, was a migratory path for the dinosaurs. And all of these little depressions are dinosaur tracks. You can see the toe points. This one, Acrocanthosaurus, a meat eater. These 3 tracks were made by a large theropod or meat-eating dinosaur called Acrocanthosaurus. The animal stood and walked on its powerful hind legs. A large adult could be about 12 feet high at its hip and up to 40 feet long. Do you see the long middle toe mark and the 2 smaller toes in each track? Look for the big 3 claw marks at the end of each toe. These claws are called talons. Here's another. You can see. This is just so cool. I mean, you have to really pay attention. Like, I think if I had been the excavator out here, I wouldn't have even really known what I was seeing. But now that I have someone who has seen it, that knows what they're looking at, and pointed it all out to me, it is all very clear. You can just see how they walked, you know? You can see the path. It's very, very cool. And to think, you know, this was a beach, right? So I think about all of our family vacations on the beach, and maybe one day our footprints will be discovered by somebody, and they'll think, wow, they walked right along here. So anyway, I feel like the Mutual of Omaha guy. While Wally packs up camp, I'm gonna go explore some dinosaur tracks. Those 2 tracks, meat eaters versus plant eaters. 2 different dinosaurs made these footprints. The rounded blunt-toed prints on the left were made by a plant-eating dinosaur, probably an iguanodont or hadrosaur. The tracks on the right were made by a meat-eating dinosaur. Their tracks are much smaller in size and have a more pointed heel impression. Interesting. So it appears that the bigger one is the meat eater and the smaller one is the plant eater. No. Backwards. The bigger one is the plant eater. The smaller one is the meat eater. Sorry about that. I always get my left and right mixed up. So that space right there is a tail impression. And it says that tail impressions are rare because dinosaurs walked with their tails upright, but they use them for balance. So what they suspect here, they see a sequence of steps, which I cannot follow or point out to you, but there is a sequence of hesitation, they say, in these steps. Probably right around in this area is what I'm thinking, like right around in here. It was like a series of step left, step right, back up, step left, step right, step forward, back up. And then towards the end of that sequence is this tail impression. After a morning of exploring and packing up, we were back on the road and headed towards Colorado.